I want to try to figure out where that big... Hello, you are by the big-tailed chicken I want. Oh, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake. Okay. Whew. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Minecraft Journeys. And today, we're building a little pen. Do I know what animals are going to go in said pen yet? No, I don't. I literally just got done recording episode 1, and we're going straight into episode 2 at least. I know we're going to be making at least 2 buckets, because we want to get at least 2 animals at a time. Easier way to do things. Now to figure out where I want this to go, because I at first was kind of thinking it could go over here, attached to this side. But I don't think I want it to attach to the house, and I think I want something else here. I don't think it'll fit very well to have a barn there. So I think I'm going to flatten out this little section, and of course it's turning night. I'm going to flatten out this little section, and then we will have a spot to build a barn in. I'm thinking I'm gonna give it at least like 4 different pens, so we can have 4 different animals, or just assign an animal to it, like the entire barn itself. I'm already crossing chickens off the list of animals to start with because they're so complex. I don't think I'm ready to explain what little of their genetics I know, which is hardly any, but so much at the same time. And I'm not entirely sure how I would explain it just yet, so, you know. Ooh. Dang it. You saw me. No. Okay. I just built this house. Stinking creeper. At least it didn't destroy much of it. Okay. Oh, Enderman. Hi. Where was this other creeper? Die. No. Whoa. You have some long legs, ma'am, and you have... Oh, you might give off black meat. Sorry, guys. I hope that didn't... Oh my gosh. These stupid creepers can just go away. You guys are ruining my land. Go, get out of here, shoo. Jeez. Nope. Any more creepers around? Want to make themselves known? That's a really pretty rooster. And he's gonna crow. Okay. You get to listen to me spam clicking. Enjoy. Okay. That doesn't really need to be filled in just yet. I could turn all these into ponds, but I don't want to do that. Why would I do that? Okay. At least our door and a little bit of our wood survived, so we can just easily repair this. I need a new axe. Of course I do. It's like the 3rd one I've made. I really didn't want to do that. I should have, yep, slabs, there's that. I have a lot of leftover resources from building the house, so yay. I also need some birch. At least it didn't break any of our windows. I mean, even if the creeper did, we would, we still have some leftover glass in the house to repair with, so, and even on me, so, you know. Look, good as new. You can't even tell unless you look at the dirt. Okay. Back to business. I'm gonna toss all that in there. I don't think this first barn is gonna be very big at all. I do know I want it to be in a similar, if not same style as our house. So we're gonna need basically all of this. There's our little tablet for plant tech, which is exactly what it means, a plant technology mod. Basically you can make different types of machines and technology with plants, and also make like iron crops and stuff. That's all very advanced though, and we're not going to really get too much into that yet. But really the only thing we're going to use that for is building up a very good wheat stock so we can breed our animals. And even then I might just use it to try to get some iron plants and things, because otherwise I foresee us using Create for Create for harvesting fields and stuff like that. Yeah. Okay. Of course. I'm kind of wanting the barn to be close to our house, so I'm thinking, is that 5, and then a 3-block walkway, and then, no, another 5, and that's 1, that's the front of it, basically. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to take a little bit of inspiration from Stacy Plays Dogcraft series. If you've ever watched Stacy Plays Dogcraft series, go ahead and let me know, but I used to watch that all the time, and I remember really liking her little warehouse she had for all of her dogs. Oh, hello, sir. Get your rats out of here. They are gonna dig holes in my walls. No, sir. Yeah, we want cats, by the way. They will hunt the rats, and while we can breed rats and get really cool genetics, and we can also have them farm for us, I would play with them for their genetics. But they also dig holes in walls, and there's a reason why I made this all wood, and that's because I kind of want to deal with rats, and if rats come around, they'll dig through your walls, and they'll open your chests and steal food from it, and contaminate food. So I thought it'd be a fun little challenge, I guess you could say, for us to deal with. But yeah, no, I also can foresee them being a very big pain, but that's what barn cats are for. Is that 5? Yep. Okay, so each little pen is probably gonna be 5 by 5. 5. Oh, no, maybe not. I want this to be a decent size. I also want it to be very modular, so we can easily upgrade it when the time comes. But I'm gonna be taking a lot of inspiration from Stacy Plays' little bark house, I think is what she called it. I'll have to go back and look at it and see if that's what she calls it, but basically it was like a very big warehouse looking rescue shelter she made, and that's where she stored a lot of her dogs that she had found with, I think it was the Copious Dogs mod. So yeah, I don't know, I like the idea of making something similar to that. A little nod to Stacy Plays Dogcraft. But, oh, we should go light the area up. That might be wise. I really don't think we want to deal with creepers exploding this area, and the whole reason I came in my house was to get a new shovel. Oh boy. I don't have ADHD, I swear. Is that a rat? No, that was a shadow. Okay, I'm getting paranoid now. Alright. Ooh, what color? It's just tinted. Okay, I need to stay on track. This is me when I have genetic animals. I get so distracted so easily. Because I'm like, ooh, animal. Ooh, what's that? Oh boy. Okay, this might have been a mistake to have this many mods in here for a first series back, but you know, it's okay. It's okay. We'll figure it out. I'm also thinking I would like each area to have a little outdoor space so it could ultimately fit more animals in each area, but I figure since this is gonna be about the animals a lot, I would say a good 70% of the time we're gonna be looking at our animals. Yeah, I think this ought to be for the best. Almost done clearing this out. You're a very interesting looking sheep. That's a really big chicken. That, or he's really fluffy. Okay. Cute sheepies. You gotta get out of my way. Are you dyed? You're also dyed, aren't you? I have a suspicion that it's not an actual black sheep, that it's a dyed sheep. Just something in my gut's telling me she's dyed. Watch her be a dyed black sheep. That would be funny. Okay. Well, now we have at least a nice cleared out area. It's not too big of a barn. I mean, it is a very good size for a barn, but we can easily have quite a few animals in here, which will be nice. No, I don't want to do that. Okay. I will say my cousin is coming over. As of the time that I'm gonna probably end up posting this, she might already be over, but as of today, she's coming over in like 3 or 4 days, so you might get to look forward to some videos with her starring in them as well. She's a very funny person. I think it'll be very interesting with her around. I might show this world off to her and see what she thinks about it and stuff, because she is slowly becoming a very, very good builder. She used to not really know what to do, and she's starting to make these really cool looking houses and stuff, so I would like to see what she thinks of this build. I would like to say that barns and stables are my specialty. I like them. There's something about building these that is just really nice and fun for me. You? Oh, okay. You're leaded to your owner still. Okay. I thought you were just some loose rats I was gonna have to murder. 'Cause there ain't no way I can have rats right now. I gotta have like a whole cage set up for them. And do we look like we have a cage yet? Because I don't see any cages on me. Okay, I do like the distance between the house and the barn though. So yeah, it looks nice. It looks nice so far. I'm liking it. I'm also praying that the audio is doing okay across videos, because before I started filming, the audio was being very interesting and weird, very quiet, and I'm not entirely... Oh, excuse me. Sure, why? Okay. Also thinking I'm just gonna... Yep. Light the inside up just a little bit. Was that a wild rat? Please. No. Okay. Thank God. Oh, yeah. These rats are gonna be the death of me. Okay, and then 2. Yeah, I think that'll be fairly good. And then we're gonna have like outdoor spaces for them. I'm probably gonna have like one of these stalls dedicated to like 2 horses or something. 2 or 3 horses, depending on how big they are. Cause I would like to keep how big the pens are fairly realistic, so I wouldn't have a massive horse in this tiny little space. But yeah, hopefully, I would like you to not be there, thank you. Hopefully we can get all this set up. And if you're still around at this point of me boringly just placing blocks, I mean it is a block game, then thank you. Thank you for, sticking around and watching me place blocks and listen to this annoying clicking. Well, I find it annoying. I don't know if you guys will, but, Yeah, why not have a little window up there? That might be nice. I feel like Bob Ross going, there's no accent, or there's no mistakes, just happy little accidents. Wait, is that what? Oh my god, I don't even remember if that's what he says. Happy little accents, or what? You guys are gonna have to tell me in the description, in the comments. Okay. What I do know though is this barn is gonna be done probably within the next few minutes, so yay! Let me know if you like this sort of. Where's my bucket? Hang on, I'll continue my thought if I remember it in a second. Buckets. I know I said we weren't gonna dabble into chickens yet, but that guy is gorgeous. And there was no way I was about to let something murder him. I actually don't think I have any mods that would. I think the only thing that would is a cat, and I have to get those from, like, a village. Speaking of which, I don't think this village actually had a building that sold cats, so I'm gonna have to find one. Sir, can you keep your rats away from my building? Please and thank you. I really don't want to come around in a few minutes and find that they've dug holes in my walls. Thank you. I think I'm gonna have a sip of my coffee and figure out what needs adjusting here, because something feels a little off. I think we're just gonna keep building, and if it doesn't look good, then oh well, we can tear it down later, but as of right now, it doesn't need to be torn down. This is not like it's gonna be a constant thing here, because if I'm honest, we're probably gonna eventually end up moving at some point, moving bases. Maybe. Not entirely sure, but it is a possibility. I really like the way the dark oak is framing this birch. I know a lot of people don't like birch. I like it. I'm just not a huge fan of the bark on it, but I like the creamy color it has. I think the windows are gonna have to be glass blocks, because I really don't want chickens and babies jumping into the windows and growing up in the windows, and if they're big enough, suffocating in a wall, since these are just 1 block big. Because I think the one animal we're truly just gonna like dive into is probably gonna be sheep and cows, and their babies, if I remember right, can fit on 1 by 1. So I don't want to risk it with them. Because imagine we're breeding this really cool dairy cow, and then all of a sudden we're like, yes, they had a heifer, and then the baby dies in the window because it got a little too close to the wall as it grew and died. That would not be fun. So, you know, I think it's better safe than sorry. Thinking about doing a little something like that with stripped birch and seeing where it takes us. I hope this looks good. It doesn't look bad. It doesn't look bad. I think I need to turn... Oh, nope. I need to turn it around so it's like that. Yeah. I like that. And then we can just put... I think I would put dark oak slabs up there. Which means we gotta plant some more dark oak trees. But yeah, that looks cute. Oh, that's not where my door is. Okay, dark oak saplings. So we might just take a little peek around and see what kinds of chickens are around. I want to try to figure out where that big... Hello, you are by the big-tailed chicken I want. Oh, bad idea, bad idea, bad idea. I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake, I made a mistake. Okay. Whew. So, yeah, I'm just gonna take a little bit of bread. We're just gonna heal a little bit and then sneak attack. Huh. Hello? Hello? Where did they... Oh, they went over there. Okay, well, as long as I can come over here and get my chicken safely... I cannot. Okay. 2 and 3. Okay. Ooh, carrots. Okay, chicken. Where did chicken go? Here, chicken. Did she wander off all the way over here? There's our other chicken. No. Okay. So, I see a little dot over here. I thought that was a sheep, though. Could that be... Yep. What about over here? Aha, there she is. That's a really cool looking tail, not gonna lie. I really don't want to deal with those freaking dummies over there. I think they are actually wandering away. Is there another one over here though? Or is that like another mob that's underground? That's a mob underground! Yeah! You don't have to deal with them! I don't see any animals around our immediate area that I want to get, so I think that might be the end of this episode. Oh, no you don't. Get your butt out of here. Did you break any holes in my walls? No. Get out of here. Get out of here before you get murdered. Keep going. Keep moving. Keep moving. Good enough for me. He went in a cave. Oh wait, no he didn't. Get out of here. Get out of here. No. Shoo. Don't head towards my house. Okay. I'm hoping he's probably gonna run back to our house, but you know what? That's next episode me's problem. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and today I feel like we got a lot accomplished, and probably next episode we'll finish this barn off, or honestly I might just finish it off camera because yeah. And you guys are just gonna have to trust that it was done in survival because yeah. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode and are enjoying this series so far, and I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, morning, or evening, no matter where you are in this was World Builder. Bye!